Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Hey,
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's caught by Smith. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. Both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection. Both #1 overall picks. And both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas. And neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, they're scared.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, and he hits Drake. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Last stop. Last stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Cardinals nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert 33. 58, right over there, right over there. Up, up. 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run. Kill. 80 weapon. Kill. I got it.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end Clay. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the complete. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, it's Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mayfield to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Off. Alert. 56. 22 jet bomber. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Run. Watch it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set. 180. Check 56. Go.
First down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
53. Mike, 53. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off. 22. Jet bomber. Get off the 22. Check. Jet bomber. Check out.
On first down, it's Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the screen.
Murray now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
All day, every day. All day, every day.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Mayfield from the gun on third down. The open man is Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on now, let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
180. All day. Kings. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
A first down throw from Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got Smith here. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Check three.
Mayfield on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Shift. Check. Out. Check 24. Check 99. Check 99.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing again, Murray. Stepping, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mack Wilson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes it throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Shoves him aside. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Here I come. Here I come. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go. Here we go. 10, touchdown. It's our time. It's our time.
Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's been a long day for you.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check, 53's Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Right back to Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
We got 4.
Now Murray off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Browns drive about to get started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Browns.
Set. 180. Check 56. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 52. Kings.
Throwing, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down, Murray. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. And this is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's go.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Chubb running right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cleveland.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So